if this site expanded, and I think rezoning might be more of an option, right? 8 acres?
0.89.
0.89 acres. And I was wrong. This isn't the third use on it, it's the fourth use. There's the gas station, the convenience store, and the liquor store already on the 0.8. And this is the fourth use, and it's a pretty space-consuming use as far as those other uses go. I think this commission is going to have the exact same concerns that staff has as far as the density of the use and the safety and the traffic flow, everything that's going on there. I want to see your business succeed. I really do. But our hands are tied in what we can do. I think the clearest way for us to support a special use permit for 2 years, which gives you the option to reapply 2 years, but that's a different council, a different commission. A lot of things change in 2 years. So if it were me and my business, I would be looking at that 2 years as a window to recoup and look at.
Sure, if you and then I think
you need
staff.
to say my name again?
No, it's
okay.
fine.
The only question that I have, and I understand what you're saying, and I can appreciate that they've gone back and come back with something. It's June. This has been going on since March 15th. I think we got the letter that we had till March 24th. And it's very easy to sit up there and say, it's an okay solution to try to do the right thing, and certainly appreciate you guys looking at that piece of it, of course, on our behalf. However, why was this there before? I mean, come on, you guys. What were 2 years? Why would I put another business in the city of Gardner? I don't trust nobody still sitting here today really knows how to read the ordinance. So what would make me want to reinvest by you giving me 2 years if I had if the rezoning was done and the right thing was done? Somebody should have known that in their job and their roles and responsibilities. And I know our business isn't the one going through this right now. I know there's currently things going on in this city for the same thing happened to us. And it's not right at the end of the day. I appreciate it, it's much appreciated. It's better there since November, and you wait, it could be an accident, there could be that. What's happened? How many complaints has the city had filed against Gardner Auto Sales? Somebody tell me.
Here's my thought on all this, is that if we do the rezoning, there's not any guarantee that you're not going to end up spending even more money making the site compliant with the C3 zoning.
But it was already approved and compliant. I mean, that's not an arbitrary process.
For C2,
no,
not
it was
C3.
assumed that the lot was C3, was it not? Wasn't that the original situation?
Yes, that is correct.
If I could
Please interject.
try to add some clarification. The land use permit was issued under the premise that it was zone Z3. The land use permit also had an expiration date that was clearly on the land use permit for March. In that letter, June, because this process is becoming protracted, what I've been advised is that it can continue until the decision is resolved. So they're going to continue the use. The sign permit that was issued, that was applied for with the understanding that there was an expiration on the use.
So, I'm sorry.
And just to address something else, issue a special use permit for used car sales. We look for alternatives. So we came back to you and reported on alternatives. These alternatives, the expansion of alternatives, work in the applicant's favor, because the process, when the commission is on the dais and saying that they prefer a rezone or they prefer a special use permit, that doesn't mean that it's a certainty. Beyond the commission, it still has to go to the city council. And I believe that the city council is more likely to issue a special use permit that limits it to 2 years than to approve a rezone. So even if it goes with recommendation zone, or it should be a rezone, that's not a certainty. And yet, the special use permit is certainty either. The language, I'm in favor of a special use permit. We have to come back and present the findings for a special use permit. We haven't done that. this meeting tonight on this item is directed at the alternatives. And expansion of the alternative, it's a higher bar to hurdle to amend the text of the zoning code.
It'll take much longer, and there's a lot more to jump through with it.
And I don't disagree, the one thing I do want to put for the record is it was zone C3 did for that. So I just want to be clear, right? Because we've said two different things here.
It was never zone C3,
It
it
was
was assumed.
Assumed
that it
zone Z3, but if it was rezoned with zone Z3, we'd have to come with, didn't, right? We were given the permit. So I just wanted to clarify, go rezone 3. We're under the assumption, and that's not a requirement. So I just want to clarify that.
And understand, we're not able to get
Yeah.
the ordinances to bring them up so that we can look at
Yeah,
our
I just want to
staff
clarify that,
notes.
because you're saying there's a difference in,
So your permit as opposed to rezone the property. If I'm the applicant, though, I would ask for the maximum. I would ask for the rezoning, see where I got with that, then ask for the permit. But I still think that they didn't do anything wrong, not were given. They were told the property was C3, by right. Folks at the city reviewed their application and their site plan, and also, but, I mean, who permit criminality, and it will be renewed. There's no way in.
So understand, we can only act as a clean slate. We would probably be going down along, and that,
What I'm getting at, though, is if assuming we approve the rezoning, I mean, we don't believe it's been moved several times already.